What is a secondary source for writing research papers? Imagine you're piecing together a puzzle for your school project. You need pieces that show the full picture but didn't see the scene firsthand. That's what secondary sources do in research writing. They analyze, interpret, or summarize information from primary sources. Primary sources are original materials like experiments, diaries, or original documents. Secondary sources are created by someone who wasn't there or didn't conduct the original research. For example, if a scientist publishes results from an experiment, that report is a primary source. If a writer then reviews that experiment and explains what it means, that review is a secondary source. Think of a biography about a historical figure. The diary they kept is a primary source. The biography written about them is a secondary source. Common secondary sources include textbooks that explain a topic based on many primary sources. Review articles in academic journals that summarize multiple studies are also secondary sources. Biographies and documentaries that interpret original events are secondary sources too. Even essays and critiques that analyze original works fall into this category. Using secondary sources is important for your research papers because they give you background information and context. They help you understand what others have said about your topic before you dig into primary sources. When you write, secondary sources can help you see different viewpoints and develop your own ideas. To use secondary sources well, start by finding credible and relevant materials related to your research question. Know the difference between primary and secondary sources so you cite them correctly. Summarize or paraphrase what you read instead of copying it word for word. Always check the author's perspective and how reliable the source is. Getting comfortable with secondary sources helps you build strong research papers. They show you how to analyze information and support your arguments. This skill is key for doing well in your senior year and preparing for college-level work. Remember, secondary sources are your tools for understanding the bigger picture and making your research meaningful.